Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Love Witch Live. I'm going to make sure everyone here is added to our broadcast. All right, just adding Facebook now. For some reason, they changed the settings on this, so Facebook isn't automatically added anymore, which is kind of a bummer. So we have to do it manually, but looks like everybody is now linked up and ready to rock and roll. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Love Witch Live Takeover with Lonnie. This is my last week of doing the Love Witch Live Takeover, so it's very bittersweet for me. It's pretty exciting because I love being able to do the Love Witch Live Takeover. Kind of put my own spin of things and get a different perspective in here, but it's so much fun to be able to do it with Mom too. I get to be the moderator. We get to kind of like bounce ideas back and forth off of each other. For those of you that don't know, if you're just tuning in for the first time, she is unable to do the Love Witch, or she was for the past few weeks. She's been a very busy bee. She's been doing a lot of classes, theta healing classes, which are amazing spiritual healing courses where you can just remove subconscious belief programs that are holding you back in life from your past lives to help you live the most fulfilling, peaceful, joyful, loving life here and now. And I think that they're just so amazing. So she's been really busy doing those. They're 3-day classes. I think we should have links in the description below if you guys aren't, if you've never heard of them before, you want to sign up or you want to look into more information about them, please check them out. They're amazing. I've taken all of them. They've all benefited me. They're very cool. So yeah. So before we really dive into it today, I want to know where you guys are all tuning in from. Who's watching? Feel free to put your name in the comments. I've got somebody who's going to be watching today who is actually, if you guys heard last week, Mason was here with me. He's back in California now. So I think he'll pop in and say hi in the chat room. But yeah. Where are you guys watching? I love like hearing the different locations of where everybody's tuning in from. I know we got quite a few people that are in the UK, New York, things of that nature. So yeah, let us know where you are. We love hearing the different locations that the Love Witch is able to reach. It's always very fun to see. But today we are actually talking about, here's the theme of the card for today. It is old wounds. And if you guys aren't sure, is Artful Anatomy Divination card deck, which I illustrated. Mom wrote. That will also be linked below if you guys want to see more cards, or you like the art, or you want to hear more about the descriptions. And they're really cool. We've heard a lot of good feedback from the cards from anybody that's purchased them. They seem to really resonate with the people that are drawn to them. So I will be reading from the actual book itself that we wrote to go along with the imagery. And just so you can get an idea of what my mom would have said based on what the card actually means. So this is direct from the book itself, and then we'll go ahead and put our own spin on things and see how it applies to your lives on a personal level. So old wounds, the description for old wounds says, it is time for you to gently release all old wounds that you have been carrying. This card appears to you because the situation you currently face has more to do with an old wound than the actual situation going on. The old wound may be from your childhood, or it may be even more recent. There may even be wounds that you feel in your soul from collective human consciousness. As a being of infinite light, you came to Earth by choice, not to get overwhelmed by the tragedies, but to challenge yourself to thrive in spite of it. You are a powerful source of light, and anything you carry with you does not resonate, should be released. You will benefit by letting go of any old wounds because they have been affecting your life for too long. Take a deep breath and begin to let them go. Meditation will help you with this process. It would be a good idea to spend time alone out in nature, as trees can help you release this old energy. Trees know how to transform negative feelings back into light and love. Be gentle with yourself as you go through this process. Thank the current situation for triggering an old wound that you needed to heal. You have beautiful new experiences coming your way. I love that. Okay. Alternative meanings for this card are, you've invested too much of yourself into an old wound. Release the need to identify yourself in a way that you can experience full and complete healing. You may have thought you healed an old wound only to discover that it was buried deep within you. It is now time to release this wound. Meditate and ask to be shown how this old wound served you all of these years. Then allow yourself to keep the lesson as you release the trauma. An old wound is now healed. There's a lot of different ways that we can interpret this card on a personal level. I think it's so interesting that meditation keeps coming up. It came up last week and the week before. So I think that's definitely for somebody here, whoever's tuning in, whoever's watching. We've talked about a lot of the benefits on that. So if you guys want to hear more, feel free to check out old Love Witch episodes where we kind of really dive in deep as to how that can benefit you. But yeah, meditation definitely seems to be coming up for a reason. So for those of you that are thinking about it, for those of you that have been doing it, it's either validation, like good job that you're doing it, or if you've been thinking about it and kind of putting it off, it's just kind of a little reminder to be like, hey, trust your guidance. The universe is trying to get you to do that, because there's going to be a lot of really beautiful benefits that you'll receive from doing that experience. So old wounds. Yeah, you invested too much of yourself in an old wound. Release the need to identify yourself in that way so you can experience full and complete healing. Okay, I find frequently, oh, we got some people in the comments here. I'm going to make sure we're not. Oh, hello. Hello, Elaine. Hey, Mason. Hi, Danielle. Hello, Allison. Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody. Okay. Yeah, welcome to the Old Wounds Love Witch Live episode, everyone. So yeah, I was gonna say it's so interesting because it can be so easy for us to identify with our histories and our past, and instead of allowing it to be something that we've just experienced or something that we've gone through, a lot of the times it can become a part of us, and it sort of gets wrapped up in our image of ourselves and how we view ourselves in the world. It becomes a part of our identity, and this can sometimes be for a positive thing. Sometimes it helps people put this energy towards a greater cause. Maybe things that you've experienced in the past have helped you be more empathetic and maybe create things that help other people go through those experiences. However, we don't want what it is that we go through on this planet. We don't want that to define who we are. We get to define who we are, right? Positive or negative. Everything can influence us, but at the end of the day, it's important to remember that we have control and not to dwell in the things that have hurt us. If we are still hanging on to old patterns or old pains or just old stories, that's what's important to remember, is that it's just stories. They're things that have happened, but they're just dialogues and they're just creations of our own realities. We get to remember that we have control. We don't need to let that define us. Where we've come from, what we've lived through, what we've experienced. It's really important for us to remember that we get to write our own story now. We're in control. We are creators of our own universe. We are co-creators. So what story right? Where do you want to, is this you've been telling yourself the story that you want to stay in? Do you want to stay in that energy where you're perhaps a victim of a situation? Perhaps you've lived through a lot of trauma. Perhaps you've had a life experience and you kind of allowed it to be, this is who I am and I am who I am because of it. You're influenced by that, absolutely. However, don't let it define you. You get to define you, right? Don't give it that power. So find ways to heal those old wounds. And there's many ways that you can do that. For some people, it is talk therapy. I always recommend theta healing. I think that on a personal level, it really just dives into getting to the core issue of what it is you're experiencing. And not only does it get to the core issue, but it helps you heal it. So you're not just talking about it and going in circles. And I think it's really dependent upon the individual, though. Like whoever is experiencing the healing, whoever needs the healing, go with what works for you. But I think on a personal level, theta healing is something that has really benefited for me. And my mom teaches classes and does sessions. So if you guys want to check out more information on that, links below. But yeah, find ways to heal those old wounds that you have in the past. Meditation, like the card said, meditation is a wonderful, beautiful way to be able to do that. Tap into your own energy and tap into the energies of the guides that are around you that live through those experiences with you. What old wounds? You guys, I want to hear from you guys. What is it that you're trying to heal from? What are some things that you're trying to release from your past? Or what are some things that you're trying to grow towards? What do you want, right? Are those two storylines, do they match up? Do they align? Is the story that you've been telling yourself that who you are and where you've been, does that match up with where you want to be and who you want to be? Are those realities in alignment? And you're kind of the bridge in the gap, because that's sort of the past and the future, right? So if you're in the present, what can you do here and now to help you get to where you want to be? Because here and now is really all that matters. And that's what I love about meditation, is like it reminds you to be present, right? It reminds you to be here now in your body, mind, body, spirit. All the alignment is just kind of flowing very naturally. And it just gets us back on track. with ourselves and with the energies that are around us, our helper energies, right? Our spirit guides, our guardian angels, our ancestors, being able to tap into them and seeing what advice they have and what perspectives they have, but also remembering that there's a higher perspective, and that's like the universe, and checking into your perspective of yourself and where you fit in. So yeah, so how about everyone, where are you tuning in from? If you're just checking in now, where are you tuning in from? And where are you trying to go? What are you trying to be in life? Like, where do you want to be? What old wounds are you working on healing here? Quick reminder also, you guys, every week we give away the love charm bags. So if you're wanting to attract more loving energy into your life, please remember too that loving energy isn't just soulmates. It can be soulmates. I think for many of you, you're kind of looking for a new life partner. You're looking to find that person and settle down and really just have a beautiful, long-lasting love. And that's so amazing and beautiful and wonderful. And that soulmate, or that love charm bag, can absolutely help you tap into that energy. However, tapping into the energy of love also helps you tap into money and prosperity and joy and friendship and all these amazing, beautiful things. So if you want to win the love charm bag this week, type in #love charm bag in the comments. At the end of every episode, we give away a love charm bag. So this little charm bag is supercharged. It's very magnetic energy that can draw to you whatever it is that you're seeking, but primarily love, but it's using the energy of love to help you with whatever it is that you want in your life. So type in #love charm bag in the comments, you guys, if you're seeking that. And then also as well, speaking about love charm bag, just a quick reminder that on February 14th, a week from today, oh my God, that's so soon, we will be doing a drawing for the love box. I'll see if I can find photos here for us. This is the love box, you guys. It comes with the love book. It was written by my mom. It has amazing, amazing information about helping you heal, helping you find self-love, and then helping you draw in your highest potential soulmate. So remembering that we don't want to attract a soulmate from a level that is, a level of old wounds, specifically old wounds. We want to heal those old wounds so that we can attract a soulmate on a higher level that can be more in alignment with the reality and the healing that we're choosing to create in our lives, in the direction that we wanting to go in. And it comes with all these really wonderful things. It comes with a little sage bundle to help cleanse your space, a love charm bag, a pink candle that you want to light when you're ready to attract your soulmate, and a love potion essential oil, which was blended by my mom and myself. This whole thing is absolutely one person will win this. So whoever it is that's kind of like seeking to win the love book, please feel free to enter our drawing. I'll go ahead and put that that link up below if I can find it here. It should also be in the comments below if you guys want to check that out. But we want to do the love box giveaway for sure. Here we go. There we go. We got it up. Running controls and talking. It's definitely, I say it every week and I always forget. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a lot going on. We got it though. We're good. But yeah. So if you guys want to win that love box giveaway, please follow that link and then check in the links below. It should be down there somewhere. Enter in to win. We're going to pick one person and they're going to get all that amazing, beautiful, magical things. All those wonderful things. Also, here's the love book in front of me. I actually just shipped one out a couple days ago to a friend of mine. Friend of mine that I'm dating. And it's a very, very wonderful book. I'll kind of read to you the contents that we have here. This is written by Mom, by the way. I helped her edit it. It's just packed full of just super valuable information. But love attraction, love blocks, healing your heart, soulmates, self-love, love rituals, creating space for love, sparking romance, sacred endings, vibrating in love, fast action steps, love in isolation. And the message for you at the beginning of the book, I love this because it just creates a space to get ready to read the book. It's just sets the mood. Message for you. This book is magically embedded with activated healings for your heart and love life. Raise your vibration and easily attract the love of your life. For those of you that are ready to do that, this is available on Amazon. And if you want the book, please feel free to check it out. Order it. We should have links set up below. Also, if you want to win the love box and get all the fun little goodies that come along with a love book, that link is in the bottom of this video, as well as this little banner right here that you want to, there we go, right there, that you want to follow. So check it out. I'm really excited to get these sent out to you guys. And the love book is just amazing. Chef's kiss. So good. So wonderful. Diving back into our card here, though, you guys, we are talking about old wounds today if you're just tuning in. And yeah, old wounds. It's we got Eliza tuning in. I'm not sure how to say your name. Kuriakos? I'm not sure how to say your name. Very cool name, cool spelling, but hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, today we're talking about old wounds, you guys. So old wounds can mean many things. It could mean maybe the relationships that we had with our parents, maybe the relationships that we had with previous partners, things that we've experienced in life that we have chosen to carry with us, that kind of like maybe scarred our hearts, maybe left little wounds, you know, in our psyches, and make it a little bit harder for us to heal and move forward and find peace and really just thrive in being the people that we truly want to be in life. So it's extremely important to be able to heal these old wounds. I think many of us can identify with this by having partners in the past, you know, previous experiences. Maybe some of us have gotten divorced in the comments as well. And old wounds can absolutely stem from that. So finding ways to connect in with yourself and heal those wounds. And I think the best advice that I can offer as far as this goes is knowing yourself, spending time alone. At least prioritizing time alone. That doesn't mean if you're in a relationship that you have to like break up with your person, not at all, but knowing when to and how to prioritize your time alone. Hello, Jane. Oh, Mason says he can't wait to read it. Awesome. Yeah, we're planning on reading it together, so I'm super excited about that. But yeah, knowing how to and when to prioritize your time alone. It helps you not only process old feelings that you've experienced, but know yourself, know what it is that you're wanting to create, you know what your dreams are, what your path is, what your soul is seeking, so that you kind of have this little fire under your butt to be like, okay, this is what I want. This is where I want to be. This is the person that I need to become in my life, that I've chosen to become. I came on this planet to be this person. And you can't always be that person if you haven't healed those old wounds and taken the lessons from them too. Just because you've experienced things in the past that may have hurt you, the important thing is to be able to take that lesson and move forward with you into your life, because it did happen for a reason. But take the lesson and leave behind the trauma and the pain and everything that is no longer serving you. Maybe the fear. Fear comes a lot from old wounds. We don't want to carry that relationship, future jobs, future experiences, anything of that nature. We want to leave all of that negativity behind and just take what we benefited from it. So yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and let me know, like, what is it that you've experienced, or what is it that you're trying to heal from right now? Maybe you've been through a divorce, maybe you've lost a loved one. Old wounds come in many shapes and forms, and I would love to talk about it in the comments with you guys and hear what your experience is and hear what it is that you're trying to do and create in your life as well. Jane, will you select one of your beautiful cards for me, please? Jane, yes. So we have the old wounds card selected. I can't select any extras because we typically just do one card a week, and also my card deck is upstairs somewhere. It'd actually be kind of cool to pick like additional cards though, as far as the love witch goes. That's actually a really good idea. We can kind of select a few extra ones and then kind of elaborate as far as, you know, figuring out what the messages are for individual people, maybe what it is they're seeking to learn more about. That's actually a really good idea. So yeah. So, okay, you guys. So the love book, we talked about the love book today. We talked about the love box, old wounds. I think what's really cool about this card and about being able to heal those old wounds is that you kind of become a whole new person through it. You know, you get to create the life that you want. And I keep saying that, and I hate to be repetitive, but you really do get to create the life that you want. And you wouldn't have been able to experience the life that you want always had you not gone through those trials, those tribulations, those painful experiences. But being able to heal them helps you come out the other side in such a stronger way. So yeah, it's awesome. Remember too, the old wound maybe in your childhood, or it may be more recent. And collective human consciousness. You know, it's not always something that we've personally experienced. Sometimes we carry the things from our ancestors or the things from our communities. You know, we carry that weight with us, especially as empaths. I think that it's extremely important to remember that as empaths, we don't always know the energies that we're experiencing or being influenced by. Sometimes you'll wake up and you're just like, I'm in a cranky mood. I don't know why. Nothing bad happened, but wow, I feel heavy today. I just feel like there's a weight in my stomach. There's a weight on my shoulders. I feel like I have this big purpose. And you know, that's true. I think every empath is here to have a very big purpose. But remembering that, you know, it's not your job to heal humanity as a collective. The most important thing that you can do is heal yourself before you heal the world. And one of the important topics that we talk about in the Love Witch is making sure that your cup is full before you begin pouring into another person's cup. And that connects as relationships as well as on a collective scale. So the way that I like to look at it is, before you heal the world out here, heal the world in here, right? You have a huge expansive world within yourself, and you know, you are a part of the universe, right? So if you heal yourself, you are then not only capable of being able to help other people heal and grow and, you know, become who they're meant to be, but it inspires people, you know, kind of lead by example. You work on building these inner foundations and healing this inner temple. People are going to witness that. They're going to see it. They're going to look at you one day and be like, wow, something shifted, something changed. You're different today. You're lighter. And when they say you're lighter, they're probably going to mean like something about you feels different, but like literally you will be lighter. You'll be emanating more light. You'll be more clear. You'll be more like in flow with the energy of the universe. So yeah, remember, it's not your job to heal the collective. That's a very big weight to put on your shoulders. Begin first with baby steps by healing what's in here, and then taking those steps to begin to move outward into your circles for whoever wants it as well. People that need healing, the people that need to heal from their own old wounds as well, will reach out to you. They'll find a way to connect with you. They'll let you know that they need help and assistance. And then you can kind of reach out and start pouring from your own cup. But make sure your own cup is first, and it should be overflowing. You should have all of this excess, beautiful, light energy, and just want the desire to give. And you know, you're good. Make sure you're good always first, and then start branching out to your circles, and then maybe larger circles, and then out into the world. And then you can start taking on larger projects, and maybe then you'll be capable of taking on healing the world as a whole. But it's also a community effort. It's definitely a community effort. We should all kind of be doing our part to be better human beings and more loving, light-filled individuals on an individual level, on a soul level, and then on a collective level. But yeah, breath too. It's funny because that in this card, I think she mentioned that last week. We forget to breathe. It seems so simple, so simple. How many of you have been like sitting at your desk or sitting in your office, and you just go, and you're like, oh my gosh, when was the last time I took a breath? I haven't been breathing in like hours, it feels like. That deep breath was suddenly just like a blast of like literal fresh air. I mean, we forget to breathe when we're stressed, when we're overwhelmed. It's a stress response in our bodies. It's a physiological thing that actually happens. We just take shorter, narrower breaths, and it's actually really not good for our bodies, our spirits, our blood, our brains, any of that. So make sure that when you are feeling stressed, when you are going through this process of releasing old wounds, it seems like such a simple, small thing to do to help you feel more in balance, but breathe, and making it a conscious effort. Take deep breaths, count to 3, and then release. Actually, right now, why don't we all do it together? Whoever's in the chat, you guys, whoever's in the chat, whoever's tuning in with the Love Witch, I want you to do an exercise with me right now, okay? Wherever you are, just sit kind of in a comfortable position. If you can, if you're in your car tuning in, if you're in your office, if you're at home, just sit, maybe like shake out your hands, do a little shake. We'll do like a little head turn, right, left, and then up, down, up, down. Take your hands, palms up, put them on your lap. On the count of 3, we're going to take in a deep breath. You can close your eyes if you want to, or keep them open, however you're more comfortable. But on the count of 3, we're going to take in a very deep breath with the intention of pulling more light into our bodies. And then when we release that breath, we're going to imagine all of those old wounds, all of that old pain, all of that toxicity that we've allowed to not only enter our lives, but that we've chosen to carry within our bodies, because now we're going to release that so that we can bring in more beauty into our lives. So on the out breath, we're going to picture all of that icky stuff coming up from out of our bodies, from the bottom of our feet, through our hip points, through our chakras, through our lungs, and then out of our mouths. So breathe in through your nose, that beautiful light, and then out of your mouth, all of the icky stuff that you're wanting to release. All right? On the count of 3, kind of get your grounding here, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Picture all that beautiful light. And then deep breath out. Out through your mouth, all of that tension that you've been holding in your body. And again, deep breath in. Hold it. All that light going all the way through your fingers, down to your toes, down through your feet. And then out. Imagine that beautiful light scooping up all of the stuff that you've been holding, kind of like mud, right? It's rinsing it out like from a cauldron or like a bucket, like you're on the beach and you've got a bunch of sand in your bucket, right? You're kind of like using that light to rinse it out with that beautiful, like salty ocean water. All right, again, take another deep breath in. Invite in that beautiful, loving, light energy, and then release out through your mouth. I find it really interesting that this card of old wounds has come up as well, you guys, as you kind of come back to here and now. Please feel free to open your eyes whenever you're ready. There's no rush. Just take your time getting back to your space, getting back to your grounding. But talking about old wounds, I want to remind you guys that we actually hold grief in our lungs. So if we've experienced great losses, in relationships, or even people who have passed away, even breakups sometimes can be experienced as great losses. You still grieve through that. Sometimes it really does feel like somebody has died when you break up with somebody. We hold grief in our lungs, and old wounds, that very much ties in with that same connection and that same energy. So remembering to breathe. And like I said before, it seems very simple. It's one of the easy things that you can do to sort of help you come back into your space and your energy, to reground yourself, to cleanse your body on a physical level and energetic level, to bring more light back into your space. And it's one of the very first simple, easy steps to releasing those old wounds. But I definitely encourage you, if you guys felt like you benefited from that breathing exercise, to breathe more. Remind yourself to breathe more. Maybe set aside 5 minutes. You just sit, meditate if you want to, or just breathe. Just breathe. Just get that energy back into your life, and that beautiful cleansing, release too when you breathe out is really helpful. But I also encourage you as well, old wounds, if you are still experiencing pain or trauma from previous experiences, to find ways to release those old wounds, whether it's on a personal space and a personal level in your own time, or whether you seek guidance from a spiritual healer or somebody who is trained in helping you release trauma and grief. I think a lot of people can really benefit from that. So this card is coming up for a reason. I feel like a lot of people can really identify with this card today. And trust your guidance, trust your gut, all of those things. Allison, my husband died last year, and he helped me with a lot of what happened in my life when I was a child. And now it seems I lost with the life because he was my soulmate, and it's hard for me. Allison, my goodness, yes. First of all, I want to say that that's such a beautiful thing that Paul was an amazing partner to you. I think it's very, very lucky to be able to find soulmates in this life. And we have many soulmates, which is wonderful. But it's amazing to be able to have a connection with somebody who can not only connect with you on a soulmate level, but truly deeply understand you, where you've come from, who you are, where you're going. And having him being able to help you in your life and help you heal from the experiences of your childhood is such a gift, such an amazing, beautiful gift. So I want to definitely mention how important that is, and that's such a wonderful thing that you're able to receive as a gift from Paul in his life and his time on earth. And, you know, now that he's on the other side, I still feel like he's helping you. I really do. I feel like his spirit, his energy is still looking out for you, still helping you find ways to heal. But the important thing to remember is, as well, is that while Paul has helped you with your life and helped you understand, you know, what you went through as a child, uh, he is still here. He's still helping you do all of those things on the other side. But um, I'm kind of hearing a couple different things here. So I'm trying to sort of navigate. I'm like, all right, guys, like one at a time, one at a time. Um, yeah, I can see how it'd be challenging to feel like you've lost a part of life because he was your soulmate. We can become very interwoven with our soulmates. A lot of times when we're here on this planet, you find your person and you're like, oh my gosh, this is, you're me, you're mine. And then, you know, sometimes things happen. Sometimes, you know, they get pulled away. Sometimes the relationship itself doesn't work out, or sometimes somebody passes away. And then it feels like when they leave, literally all those empty pieces, look at all these, they're missing. They're missing. Where did they go? You know, we're missing parts of us when they go. But the important thing to remember is that even though this person is no longer here with us, we can replace those for ourselves. We can fill those gaps in our own life. We can become, you know, what it is that we need for ourselves. And it doesn't replace the partner. It doesn't replace what they gave to you. If anything, it's honoring them because they showed you what it was that you were missing within yourself. They were able to fill it for a certain amount of time and to be able to provide that beautiful, beautiful gift to you. But remembering that, you know, we can be whole and complete as individuals. And it's really important for us to be whole and complete as individuals. And I think that on a soul level, that was Paul's gift, was to sort of show you what it felt like to be loved unconditionally and understood, and to help fill those gaps for you. And now, from a spiritual plane of existence, while he is still a part of your life, he is still looking out for you, helping you, guiding you, growing you on a spiritual plane. It's reminding you that while he was able to provide you with this gift and he is no longer a part of it, you can fill these for yourself. In fact, what a beautiful gift that is, to learn how to fill these gaps for yourself. You know, become the support that you need. I think this comes up quite a lot in Love Witch episodes where we talk about, you know, how you are the universe. You are a fraction of the universe. You are a segment of everything that is in your reality. When you're seeking something outside of yourself and the world, when you're seeking something to fill you, with happiness, with joy, with whatever it is, and you're looking externally, it's going to be really difficult for you to find it. It's not impossible. It's not that you can't find it, but it's going against a lot of the laws of the universe and nature. And the more challenging sometimes, but definitely more effective methods of being able to come out of this experience feeling what it is you're seeking, finding that happiness, finding that wholeness, is to be. It's sort of a slow process depending on, you know, where you're coming from and your experience with this, but it's sort of like growing a plant, right? You plant the seeds inside of you, you sort of cultivate them, you give them light, you give them water, you give them energy, and then over time they become plants. They grow, they burst through the soil, you start to see little seedlings, and you get excited, and then they start getting stronger and bigger, and you have to continuously water those plants within you. And this is a very interesting metaphor. Not literal plants, but spiritual plants within us. Being able to grow what it is that you're seeking out here, inside here, it's going to become a magnet because you are what you seek. You know, the universe is very, very wise in being able to reflect mirrors back to us. If we are unhealed and unwhole and we're seeking someone to fill the gaps for us, or help us replace bits and pieces that we're missing inside of ourselves, or help us heal our childhood wounds, or help us heal our own losses, if we're constantly trying to seek things that are going to replace that, we're going to constantly be chasing feelings of emptiness and feelings of not feeling whole. So instead, if we just remain not stagnant, but we remain present, we be here now. And that's what this card started talking about as well. We be here and now. We choose to fill those gaps within us with parts of ourselves. We become the best listeners. If we want more people to listen to us, we become good listeners. If we want more spiritual advice and guidance, we listen to our inner selves, we listen to our guides, we listen to our inner temples, right? If we want to be better at anything, you know, you become better inside here first. So you are what you create. Whatever it is that you're seeking out here, create it in here. And then it will not only naturally align with you and then help progress you on your journey and align and find you when you're ready and seek you out, but it will help boost you forward in a way that you wouldn't have been able to achieve had you not first connected in your spiritual sense in here. So I definitely want to commend Paul for being an amazing partner. I think that's such a beautiful gift that he was able to provide for you. And thank you, Allison, for sharing this amazing story. It sounds like his gift definitely was to show you what it felt like to be unconditionally loved and to be cared for and understood. And now I would say just to kind of start taking that gift and growing it for yourself. Take the seeds that he gave to you and start growing them within. Fill those pieces for yourself. And the thing is about this is that while Paul will always be with you, he'll always be looking out for you and guiding you and helping you grow. What I'm hearing is, I'm trying to put it into the words that I'm hearing. He's saying this isn't the last, like it's not the last kick is what he's saying, or it's not the last like hurrah. Like I feel like there's going to be another person coming into your life when you're ready. There's no rush. And I have goosebumps again. I do feel like you're going to find love. I feel like you're going to find love again. So please, keep your heart open and keep growing and, just keep healing. Take your time. Take your time to heal and find your space and find your steadiness and find yourself first, finding that self-love. One of the most important things we talk about here in Love Witch is self-love. While finding your soulmate is an amazing, amazing journey to embark upon, you have to remember that your first soulmate is yourself. And I know that's going to sound kind of goofy, because it's like your soulmate is yourself. Like that's very conceited, but it's not. You are your own soulmate first. You have to care for and love for yourself in the way that you want your soulmate to love for and care for you as well, and how you can also give back to them. So I definitely feel like you will be finding more love, Allison, in the future when it is that you're ready. But in the meantime, there's no rush from the universe. Paul will be with you, looking out for you, caring for you, and sending so much love your way. And again, thank you for sharing this really beautiful message. Got a couple messages here. Inbox me for your accurate reading about spiritual life. Yeah, we don't really inbox here. We just kind of offer guidance for people that want to view and tune in with the Love Witch. If you are interested in purchasing a session, though I'm not sure how to say your name. If you're interested in purchasing a session, links will be down below. Links for other resources, books, and love charm bags, things of that nature will also be below. But thank you for commenting. Yeah, so thank you guys also for tuning in today's episode with the Old Wounds card. I feel like whoever's here today is meant to be here today. And I know it's kind of a challenging card to be able to look at and acknowledge. It's not as easy as like fairies or, spirits, kind of the fun stuff that we like talking about here sometimes as well. Old Wounds definitely has a lot of value to it, and a lot of honesty and a lot of truth. And being able to sort of, witness and acknowledge those things that we've lived through and experienced in a very truthful space and looking at them with love, healing them, taking the benefits from them, moving forward into your life, and being able to take all those beautiful things with us is going to be so beneficial. But remember, you guys, quick reminder to do hashtag Love Charm Bag in the comments if you want to win the hashtag Love Charm Bag this week. Let us know. If you don't do hashtag Love Charm Bag in the comments, we will not be able to send it to you. We won't be able to see you and all the people that are writing here. So hashtag Love Charm Bag. Let us know. We'll get that sent out to you. And we'll exchange information and get everything figured out in that way. But ever loved a dog so much, says Eliza. Eliza, would you care to elaborate? It seems like you've lost a dog. That was a very significant part of your life. I have been there. Wow. My mom's had actually episodes on her YouTube channel talking a little bit about Dexter, and wow, amazing. Animals are just these beautiful little bundles of unconditional love, and so much gratitude and so much thankfulness for being able to have them in our lives for the very short amount of time that they're able to give us. It'd be so nice if they could be here for longer periods of time, but I think that's what makes them a little bit more special as well, because they're only here to give us what they can, and I think that makes it so beautiful. I have 2 dogs that were just diagnosed yesterday. Oh, Eliza, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what it was that they were diagnosed with, but um, they've been given 2 weeks to live. So sad. Any thought for them? Okay. Yes. So here's what I'm feeling. They're meant to go together. And this is funny because this isn't the first time that I've experienced something like this. My mom actually had a session like a few years ago with one of my aunts. My aunt, and anyways, I'm being reminded of this situation because I feel like it's the similar energy that's coming forward, and it's sort of connecting the dots here. Everything's connected, you know, and I love that about energy and spirituality and all of this. But they've been given 2 weeks to live. So sad. Any thought for them? First of all, my condolences. Animals are so special. They're so beautiful. They're so wonderful. And what a gift that, you know, you've been able to have with them for this amount of time that you've been able to share with them on this planet. I do feel that they're meant to go together. I think that they're supposed to guide each other into the afterlife. I feel like one of them was supposed to go and the other one wasn't intended to stay. I think the other one was supposed to be on this planet to help usher the other one into the afterlife so that they could go together. And you'd know that they weren't going to be alone, and one of them wasn't going to be left behind. Also, the one that was leaving and crossing into the other side wasn't going to be crossing over alone. I feel like they kind of came here and sort of had a little bit of a soul contract. You know, I think animals, you know, they're little beings of unconditional love and they're here to help us and assist us, but they have little special purposes as well. And I do feel like they're sent here to help you, heal you, grow you, and be amazing, beautiful little bundles of love in your life. And now it's time for them to kind of go together. Do you have more pets? Because I am feeling like there's more pet energy. I'm not sure if I'm hearing cats. So I don't know if you already have cats or you're getting more cats, but I do feel like there's some cats that are around you in your life. But I do definitely feel like there's going to be either more animals coming into your life or you already have other animals existing in this space. But I definitely do feel like, yeah, it is heartbreaking. They're sisters 2 years apart. Oh, Eliza, I'm so sorry. It's very heartbreaking. Gosh. I remember how I felt when I had to put my dog down and I had to say goodbye because he was on the tail end of his life, and you could tell it was his time. It's one of the saddest experiences, but it's so peaceful too. And I had a dream about him a year afterwards, and he literally came to me and was like, "I'm okay, like everything's fine over here on the other side." Tail wagging, like he looked young, he looked healthy, he was running around like he had never been old. And yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like you're gonna experience, I'm getting emotional even just talking about it, but I definitely feel like you're gonna experience a dream visit from your pets when it is time for them to pass. And it'll be validation just to let you know that everything's okay. There's that's validating as well that I'm feeling emotional. So yeah, kind of give it time too. It took a year for me to have a dream visit from my dog, and I think it's because I was grieving. I was so sad, so heartbroken. When we are grieving too, it's harder for us to connect with our spiritual gifts, and I think that's kind of tying back in over here, tying back into the old wounds card. If we don't heal grief, if we don't heal trauma or sadness, it's really hard for us to tap into our spiritual gifts, to tap into ourselves, to tap into our inner lights. So being able to heal it in whatever way it works for you. You know, everyone heals in their own individual way and personal level. But yeah, I always have them come back to visit. Yes, good, Eliza, that's so good. It's so amazing when they come back and send us signs to visit and let us know that they're okay, and it's so beautiful. But yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, it's okay. The energy that I'm picking up on is that it's okay. Everything is happening the way that it's supposed to. They're gonna go together. They're gonna be like little support dogs for each other, and just kind of cross over with a buddy, you know, a little dog buddy. So know that they will come back and visit you when the time is right, when you know you're receptive to it, when you've healed a little bit from their loss, and yeah, just kind of keep your heart open, keep your eyes open, and they'll come back. There's going to be more pets coming into your life as well, so that's another timing thing, divine timing. When the timing is right, that keeps kind of coming back to me as a thing to say today. So when the timing is right, More pets will come into your life. I think they'll actually help you find them. So, Elaine, I lost my little dog before Christmas 2020. She died suddenly. Is her spirit soul still here? She seemed to be so scared. It breaks my heart. Elaine, thank you so much for leaving this comment. I know how hard it is to be able, or to, I mean, even just talk about the loss of an animal, especially when you're so close with them, and especially when it's so sudden. I'm going to tap in here and see. She is okay. Yeah. What I love about animals is they don't have a lot of the emotional hangups that humans do. Oftentimes hauntings are because of humans, you know, having unhealed issues, old wounds. Actually, a lot of ghosts have old wounds that they never healed, which is why they get trapped on this plane of existence. A lot of trauma and a lot of pain, a lot of turmoil, a lot of sudden deaths, things like that as far as humans go. That creates trapped energies and spirits that remain on this plane of existence. Animals are very pure energies. Oftentimes, I think in very rare situations, will they ever get trapped? And I think that that's very, very rare. But yeah, her spirit and soul is definitely in the light. I see just light everywhere, and I feel like she's coming back and visiting you. You might have even felt her. I feel like she would like lick your face. So I feel like, you know, if you haven't felt it yet, but you start noticing, pay attention. Maybe when you're sleeping or just falling asleep, I feel like there's little like, she's letting you know that she's okay. She seems scared, and it's so hard when you have to lose little critters when they're scared and they don't know what's going on. But the important thing is that animals are very pure lights, you know. They might be spooked in the moment when it's happening, but once they cross over, the relief is taken off. You know, they're not in pain, they're not scared anymore, they're not struggling, they're not, you know, it's very swift, it's very soft, it's very instantaneous. And in my experience, I've seen a lot of angels that specialize in helping animals and also helping people with the loss of their animals. So I believe that there was one with you and one with your dog when this experience occurred, because my ears just ringing too, just to validate that. So yeah, I've definitely witnessed a lot of angel energies and light beings coming into, you know, help us through these processes with grief and helping us say goodbye to our special helper animals. So yeah, Elaine, she's definitely crossed over. She's definitely with you, and she's okay. And I do feel like there was an angel to help her through that experience and to help you as well with the grieving process and just the adjustment of being able to say goodbye. Allison, thank you so much for your kind words. You have helped me a lot and helped my heart and the understanding of the love and the help Paul gave me. Thank you again. Take care. Stay safe. Lots of love for me. Allison, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for leaving this beautiful question. And, you know, I love it so much when people do share what it is they're experiencing in the comments, the vulnerability. I don't know if any of you guys realize, but when somebody leaves a question or a comment about somebody that's passed or something that they've anytime you guys leave that in, it helps every single person that's watching this video. And it might not be in the live stream, it might be somebody rewatching when it's recorded on YouTube, but it helps everybody. So if you guys are thinking about asking a question, maybe you're kind of afraid to type it in the comments, maybe you've got something on your mind and you're like, I'm not quite sure, please feel free to leave it. It'll help you, it'll help others. So Allison, thank you for leaving this question in the comments. I'm sure there's been a few people that have watched this that have needed to benefit from your experience and just the love and just the beauty that you and Paul were able to share together. So thank you for sharing that. Eliza, their names were Piper and Molly. Oh, Piper and Molly. Those are such cute names for pups. That's really darling. I'll go ahead and send some extra love towards Piper and Molly today. And you know, it's funny, going back to what I was talking about with Elaine, talking about that angel energy that had come in with her dog to help her dog cross over because it was so sudden. I think the same applies with you, Eliza. I do feel like that because, you know, there are two going, it's a significant loss. They're going together. I do feel like there will be an angel energy helping them through that transition and also helping you through that transition. I definitely feel like that experience will be surrounded by a lot of love, a lot of light. Not to say that, you know, you're not going to feel things when it happens, but you will be ushered through it with a lot of grace And remember to ask, your angels or your guides or whatever it is that you pray to, your ancestors, to kind of surround you with that extra light and that extra love that you need during that time. It's important to remember that angels can't help us unless we ask them. So ask them to be with you. Ask them to send you a sign that everything's okay. I do feel like everything's playing out how it's supposed to, though, and I keep getting, I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but I do have goosebumps. So I do feel like a lot of this is being validated on the other side. And yeah, just continue to move forward with, with that grace, and they'll be okay. They will be okay. Elaine, thank you so much. I appreciate your lovely words. Very kind of you, for me and my little dog, Annie. Oh, Annie, it was such a darling name for a little dog. Yes, Elaine, absolutely. Thank you again for sharing. It's very, very much appreciated. Very beautiful that you're able to share your experience with the loss. So, Maria, hello, Maria. Welcome. Welcome to the Love Witch Live. Yeah, you guys. Okay, so let's check in here. Just a quick reminder for everyone who wants to win the Love Charm Bag. If you want to win the Love Charm Bag, it's filled with all of these beautiful herbs. It has a little rose quartz crystal in it. It's supercharged with love energy. It's this little charm bag that's meant and designed to help you draw more loving energy into your life, whether you're seeking a soulmate, whether you're seeking more friendships, or even if you're trying to seek money or a house or whatever it is in your life. The energy of love is the highest vibration of the universe. It is a magnet towards all it is that you're wanting to build and seek and create in your life. So if you want more of that energy in whatever way, shape, or form you're trying to utilize it, please type in the comments #LoveCharmBag. And I'll go ahead and put this banner up here, just as a little reminder. That way we know, that you're seeking that energy in your life. We know who to send it to. Okay, I'm not sure if we have one created, so I'll write one here. So we'll do #LoveCharmBag. All right, if you're seeking this energy in your life, please type this in the comments, #LoveCharmBag. It's super important. Otherwise, we don't know that you want it. We can't send it to you. Quick reminder that every week we send a new Love Charm Bag. So if you didn't win last week, you didn't win this week, tune in next week to make sure that you still can win your Love Charm Bag, because every single week everybody has an opportunity to win. Eliza, #LoveCharmBag. Maria, #LoveCharmBag. Yes, thanks you guys. #LoveCharmBags. Awesome. And then at the end of the episode as well, we'll figure out, how to exchange information so that we can send it to you and get it on its way. So yeah, cool. All right. We have a little bit of time to do our love hearts. And, today I was only guided to do 2 of them. Normally we draw them from a bag, and because I've been doing the Love Witch Live Takeover, I've been sort of intuitively picking up on energies and seeing what it is that we need to provide as far as extra guidance goes to anybody who's tuning in today. But I only picked up on 2 energies that I heard. 2, not 4. 2 energies. And the first one was, I really like this energy, or this comment about energy, trusting your intuition, because I think we can get very distracted by what's happening around us externally. We can get very distracted by other people's wants, needs, desires, opinions, what they think about us, what they think is best for us. But tapping back into that energy of knowing ourselves, I think that's a big theme for today, is knowing yourself and knowing your truth and healing old wounds, but also trusting your intuition, right? That intuition can be much more clear if we do the inner healing work. So if you're having a hard time trusting that intuition, you're having a hard time tapping into your connection to the universe, your connection to your spirit guides or your higher self, you're going to find a lot more clarity when you choose to do the inner healing work within, to heal those foundations, to repair those wounds that you've been carrying with you in life, and to move forward, carry it into a better, healthier, more positive, beautiful, light-filled space. And your intuition will be expanded upon like a millionfold. You'll suddenly get very vivid dreams, very strong gut feelings. You'll just know things out of the blue. You'll hear names. Maybe your psychic gifts and your intuition will just pick up and be tenfold stronger. So also, I feel like there's some people in the chat here today that are maybe questioning some things about their life. Maybe they have a little bit of uncertainty, and this card is popping in as a piece of guidance to let you know. Trust your intuition. If your gut's telling you something about a situation or about a person or about an experience, I would trust it. There's something of value to be received from trusting your intuition, and just kind of get whatever sense of peace you can from that. So I think that's a really important piece of guidance and information today. And the second love heart that came up was old love, which I find to be very interesting because old wounds is the card that we were working on. And old love can mean a couple different things. It could be somebody from your past is coming back around, and you might be like, no, thank you. Been there, done that. We don't want to go back to whatever that was. I know what you have to offer me, and it no longer sits in alignment with my self-love. That could be one part of it. And that's why I think trust your intuition was the very first piece of love heart advice that was intuitively given to me today, because when an old love comes up, it could be telling you to trust your intuition about this person. They are still who they are. They have not healed their old wounds. They have not done that inner healing work. They have not created those beautiful foundations to provide a loving soulmate relationship for you or meet you on the level that you're currently trying to cultivate in your life. However, I feel like for a very few select amount of people, there might be an old love returning that has the possibility of being a current soulmate. And that is why the card Trust Your Intuition came up, because it's going to be different for every single person that this message connects to today. So it's possible, it is possible that an old love has done the inner work. They have done the healing. They have laid the inner foundations. They are meeting you on a level that is shifted, that is healed, that is changed. They're coming from a place of strength. They have built the foundations for self-love. They now have their cup full, and they're ready to help you meet you on a level of equals so that you can become soulmates and create a beautiful, loving life together. I feel like there's maybe a couple people that might resonate with. However, trust your intuition. I cannot say that enough. For every person, this is going to be very unique. If you know this person, you know them in your gut and your heart, and if they're coming back around and they're saying all these fancy words and they're saying, oh, I've changed, trust your intuition. Just because they say they've changed does not mean that they've done the work to actually change. So like I said, trust your intuition with this one. Trust your guidance. Tap in with your spirit guides, your higher self, maybe just your own energy, and determine whether or not this soulmate coming back around into your life is the person that has done the healing work. Or perhaps they're coming around to show you, here's another thing, if they are unhealed, if this soulmate is unhealed, they may be coming back around to show you just how much you have healed from that previous experience, how much you've moved forward and progressed, how much work you've done. They might be showing you, remember that one time you were with this person and you thought they were going to be your everything, and then whatever happened, and you've done all this work, and now you're up here, and they're coming back around. They're trying to be like, hey, I see that you've risen. I want to be part of this. I want to be part of your life. And you're like, no, honey, I've done all the healing work. I'm not lowering myself to this level ever again. They might just be, look at all that you've done. Look at what you progressed. Don't come back down here. Keep staying up here. Keep rising. Actually, keep raising your vibration, because you're just going to attract somebody who matches that, who doesn't have those problems and experiences and that trauma and turmoil. It's just going to flow. It's just going to align very naturally, and that applies to every person tuning back in. So yeah, trust your intuition with this, you guys. I am very strongly feeling like there's going to be some people coming back around. Oh my God, especially because it's Mercury retrograde. Hello, it is Mercury retrograde, which means technology might be having issues. If you're planning a trip, if you're planning travel plans, be very, very careful around this time. Also, romantic interests and old loves from the past will definitely try and circle around, try and weasel their way back in, but make sure your own boundaries are very strong. Make sure you are maintaining your space and your truth and your guidance. You know yourself. I got some people tapping into the comments right now. Great, after years of ignoring it, it keeps you safe and protects you. It so does, Elaine. Maria says, that's happening to me right now. I have to wait and see which one he is. That's so true. Mel, yes, they came back around and I saw this. I saw how much healing and work I have done. I felt amazing. Yes, Mel, that's wonderful. Congratulations. And you know what? Props to you for being able to be like, nah, that's peace out. Thank you for the offer. And it's very flattering. but we no longer resonate. We no longer are in the same vibrational frequency. And props to you for doing that healing work. Dang, that is like major props. It's so cool to be able to look back and see where you were and where you've, you know, what you've gone through and like who you are now and like who you've become. It's just, that's a gift that you've given to yourself. And that is self-love. And that's making sure that your cup is overflowing and full and thriving and just, beautiful, beautiful energies. And that attracts to you the person that you're seeking as well. So that's amazing. Keith, you are wise beyond your years. Bless you. Thank you. That is such a, I have to put this up because that is such a beautiful compliment. Thank you very much, Keith. That is very, very kind of you. And I very much appreciate that. I just love that lamp. I need a pink light for my healing space. Yes, Mel. Oh my gosh. Actually, you know what? I forgot to change the bulb out. This is actually my red light bulb, but I do have a pink light bulb that matches more. It matches more of this color. Both of them, I kind of like to switch them out and change them up a little bit because they're both so fun. They make spaces so cool too. I think people forget when they're like decorating spaces just how much lighting affects everything. I am a big person as far as it goes with putting in colored lights. I think it brings in different energies. It makes you feel a different way. I've actually been thinking about getting a blue one and just switching it up because I've had this red one in since October now. So for me, it helps shift up my space and make it feel new and fresh. It's kind of like throwing on a new layer of paint without actually having to paint. So I love it. Allison says, love charm bag. Awesome. 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 Yes. Hashtag love charm bag. Oh, you guys, this is so amazing. All right. So yeah. Last reminder, everyone, we're on the last couple minutes here of a Love Witch. Hashtag love charm bag in the comments if you want to win. Let me know if you want to win a love charm bag that is supercharged with amazing love energy. We're going to go ahead and pick somebody now to be a winner. Let's see. I'm just going to scroll through the comments here. All right, Eliza. Eliza, if you're still watching, it looks like you said hashtag love charm bag. Where did it go? I know I saw it. Yeah, so let us know, Eliza, if you want to win the love charm bag. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, yes, hashtag love charm bag. Eliza, looks like you're tuning in from Facebook, so please feel free to message either my mom or myself. There should be links below in this video, or you know, just shoot us a private message, and we'll get your information and find a way to get it shipped out to you. So yeah. And for those of you that didn't win this week, you guys, please tune in next week. It looks like we're getting a few more like hashtag love charm bags popping up in the comments here. So if you didn't win this week, tune in next week. We give them away every week. We want to just keep spreading the energy of love and creating a community where we're just all in this amazing vibration of love and peace and prosperity and joy. And yeah, make sure you tune in next week if you want to win. Other than that, thank you everyone so much for watching. This is my last Love Witch Live takeover for the foreseeable future. So it was so amazing to be able to tap in with you guys and all of your energies today and connect with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like I want to be like, namaste, all the good things. But thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. And I'm sure I'll see you next week when I help mom and assist with her Love Witch Live. I'll be running the moderator station, doing all the controls as normal, and then she will take over the beautiful role of the Love Witch with the pink hair and the magical energies. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.